Yo,
What?
wait, what?
What there? Huh?
What are
Who
the,
that?
who
Who
that?
there?
Who that?
Hello? What's your
Who
name
that?
there?
Who that peeking in my window? Blah.
Wow.
Yo, what's up?
Nobody
Seven
now.
JF, 777 JF.
Y'all
We
know
up
what
in
it
the
is,
building.
man.
We up in the building.
Yeah, man. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. That is our motto.
Yes, it is.
Now listen, guys. We're here for you live Monday through Friday, typically. I know we missed the past couple of days. Yesterday was just like a fluke, technical difficulty thing,
Technical
and we just
difficulties. Yeah,
couldn't get it on.
that's
But
right.
typically we're here for you Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube and Facebook. Man, if you ever miss us live, I'm pretty sure you should just spend the rest of your life eating cow patties. Okay,
Yeah. I think that
just eat
I,
shit if you're
I'm
not
gonna,
gonna catch the show. Like,
I
come on.
mean, you just gonna start off right off the bat. You ain't gonna even
I
wait for
said it,
5 minutes.
man.
Um,
Dang, nabbit.
you just we discipline. But I was gonna say if you don't see the thing scrolling down there and you don't subscribe to this channel, there's a very good chance your brother and sister had sex, and your father and mother are brother and sister.
Mm,
Just
weird
a whole
family.
bunch of inbreeding if you do that. Because if you look down there, it's scrolling right there.
If you
It's
ever miss
pretty
us
basic.
live, the
Yes.
YouTube channel is there for you.
Right. And then when you get to the YouTube channel, it's very basic, very easy, very. That's all you gotta do. Click the bell. What's up? I see people
Ain't
jumping
nothing
in.
to it but the dirt.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that's not all though. Let them know some other shit.
well, yeah,
We're
you
already
know,
we're
and
already done.
some of y'all may have been exiled
Yeah.
from the realm of YouTube. It happens to people.
So
So if you ever want another place where you can catch us live, like I mentioned earlier, Facebook is that place. They'll let anybody on. Anyways, Savage A dot. You want to put a dot there? F
F
dot
dot.
on Facebook. Savage A dot F dot. That's us. Get with it, man.
And if they can have these other butt cakes on there, then they can like this butt cake's on there. So if this butt cake can be on here,
Yeah.
then
Get your butt cakes on there too,
these two
y'all.
man cakes, because we men, and that's the name of our new strip club, Man Cakes. I'm too fat to be stripping, but Pedro will be up on stage 2.
No, no, that is not happening.
He will have baby
I'm a
oil.
stage one guy. All right,
Okay, he'll be
y'all
on
better
stage
recognize my
1.
talents.
Stage 1,
God damn
butter
it.
and baby oil.
That's
Um,
it. Go
uh,
hand in hand. And right in your mouth, girl.
or try, and the dude stripping with the tap dance shoes on.
Yeah, man.
Just,
Day.
uh,
Hey, man. Also, very, very important. Probably the most important part of life now. The only thing that keeps people alive, sane, focused, and unified
yeah.
is Instagram, IG. We call it the IG. Make sure you're following myself at Black Pedro. Also follow this young man here to my virtual right at comedian Shang. That's a G at the end, okay, for all our non-spellers.
Right.
Yeah, and it's very important. Comedians' lives, careers, dignity, self-esteem all rely on these Instagram numbers, right?
Yeah, that's all y'all seem
You're
to care
just
about.
not anybody. You're
That's
just
yeah,
not
that's
human.
yeah. You industry people, you slack jaw, bitch ass motherfuckers. All y'all seem to like is that shit and you got the numbers. If you ain't funny, like it's funny. Corey Holcomb just co-signed some shit I said in my mind, and if you are lesser hilarious, he calls her less hilarious. But
Uh,
if you
hmm.
that, you can outsell all of us. So if you help us by following at Black Pedro and you follow at Comedian Shang, we can bring the real and the real funny back to comedy because right now comedy is being dictated by the minimalist, and that's for real.
That's what it is, young man. Savage AF, man. Ooh, right on the mark. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Wow.
Hit it right there. There we go. That's what it is, man. You should probably, we should probably start the show.
Yeah.
I guess that's why. I guess that's why the people are here. Speaking of the people, I see y'all in the building. Damani Jones, Nicole H, Maya Baker, Bronda, Ms. Unpredictable, Sandy English. No other Miranda. What up, though? Kucha Damas in the building. He's doing a triple cosign on that. He said, "What up, y'all? Fuck,
Yeah,
that's hilarious." She's
but she can
horrible.
outdraw all of us. She can
I've never,
outdraw all of
yeah,
us. She's
yeah.
got
I've never even
900
seen her
million
stuff.
followers.
I can't even talk.
That's
to
what
her.
comedy is
Anything.
now. I don't know what I'm doing comedy half the time, but I know that I elicit laughter. And for some reason, right now,
This nigga said illicit. Y'all done brought that scholar out. This
yeah,
nigga.
I'm just saying. It just seems like, if you look at the changes in comedy and the dichotomy of funny and not funny, and the people who work to not be funny and the people who work to be funny, there is a battle going on right now in the multiverse of comedy.
Yeah, man.
One timeline is be as unfunny as possible, like a fucking boring TED talk, and the other one is try to be funny as possible and make people laugh. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of bullshit in the middle, but those are the extremes right now.
Yeah.
All right, so Savage AF, Lady Hazel May, I see you. All right, man. Fuck y'all feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is. It's Friday, February 17th. It's 3:13 p.m. 2023 is the year. What up, though, Detroit? 3:13 every day. That's Detroit time, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
Breezy
You know what? You
JJ's.
gotta
Let's
get.
see.
You know what? We're gonna jump into the show, but you gotta get up off that. You know what?
I got to do what? I
Let
got
me
too
say
much
something
apparel.
Let me say,
I've invested too much in Detroit.
That is true. You have bought a lot of apparel, but I'm just saying, get up off that Detroit shit, man. Let me tell you something about Detroit, man. All right.
You don't know shit.
I don't really
and you
know.
had a great time the last time you were there.
Yeah, that's true. I can't say shit. And it was filled with a bunch of pimp players and hustlers. And
Oh yeah,
killers.
no. All this game.
And they love the show, and that's all that matters, baby. That's
You
all
know what
that
it
matters,
is.
baby. Yeah.
Maya Baker, I see you in the building as well. All right, let's get it started.
Going in. I mean, I know we're gonna get it started, man. Shit. Look, the UTFO resigned. Yay, team. What did they say? YouTubers are all of a sudden funny because they have followers. Yeah, and that's why we need y'all to follow us so we can get the shit
and
out
tell
there.
all your people, man.
Tell your people to follow us. You know what? We out here doing this shit, and we need you. We need you. And that's what I'm in the mood. Go ahead. Let's get it started.
You know what it is. All right, man. We're gonna end today's show with a Shangri. Race rules everything around us. Dollar bill, y'all. That's it, y'all. That's what we're gonna talk about.
So you had to add that last part. Very important.
I got the spirit of ODB came through. The Black page was popping before that, and I'm typing it in now. We're gonna talk about the real fake news, like the realest fake news ever produced. All right. Shang, have you gone to heaven? What's going on?
I don't know.
You got Shang's in the Shang somewhere in a what dimension are you? Have your timelines crossed? That shit looks mystical as hell. Could y'all see the glow? The nigga's window look like, yeah. Anyways. All right. Savage AF, man. Before that Black page was popping. Oh, there you go.
I don't know what the hell happened.
He's back in our dimension, okay. Before that Black page was popping though, we do have a motherfucker say what for you today.
Yeah.
That is when a contract ain't a contract.
Yeah.
Motherfucker say what? Let's talk about it. Boom. But before we get into it, Murder, She Wrote. I'm proposing, the show is proposing, we, Savage AF, are proposing that using the cops against Black people, like on purpose, like the way we're about to show you, this shit should be attempted murder. All right. Now, it's got some length to it, but I do want you to sit with us and watch this out if you haven't seen this.
Yeah.
All right, check this one out, John.
Please go back to Uptown now. Turn around, go home. This is wrong. I'm not wasted. It's 10 o'clock, buddy. I'm calling
tell
Uber. Go back home now. I have
drop
videos
you
of
off
this
at
to
the
me. I
gas
left the
station
Halloween
here.
party instead of bringing me
I'm not
to
gonna argue with you.
Noan Halloween because some Uber driver had 30 miles, and he took the back route to 100 North, and then the long way in through St. Louis Park to Uptown in Halloween. No, it doesn't make me feel. Go to Uptown, motherfucker. I'm calling.
Hey.
Go to Uptown.
Don't call me that.
Go to Uptown now. You're making me uncomfortable. I'll call the cops.
Call
Uptown.
them. Call them. Call them
Go to
right now.
Uptown. Stop
Call
it.
them.
No,
You
I
call
want
them.
this man to go to Uptown.
You call them.
Go to Uptown, dude.
You call
not-
them.
Right, so she's clearly established
Uptown.
herself
Up-
as a Karen in the car. She's early on established that.
I should be home pretty quickly.
Just doing, some Karen stuff here, wasting people's time.
Yeah, but Adam and I
Caught up in
pretty
our own
much-
world.
Adam and I pretty much still confess our feelings for each other with his other partner there. He looked at me in this face I'm not happy. Love this woman, I don't love her. I want to express my own feelings, my own part. He looks at me and I'm like, I told you what I told you. This is not my home. Please continue. I'm on 2715.
You say that this wasn't
This is not my home. And I literally pulled over in the middle of the sidewalk and won't drive me home.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
No, there's nothing happening. Fuck you, bitch.
Nope.
Can't even get out of your
No.
car, you asshole. Can you open up the fucking door? Get me out. I can't leave. It's not opening, you dumb fuck. I'm nigger, fucking nigger, you low life fucking nigger. Have to fucking string your shit up, fucking nigger. You suck. I'm calling the police. They're gonna beat you up, you fucking nigger. I had a black man attack me and punch me in the face. Almost like Five Guys on Uptown, Five Guys. He punched me. A black man punched me. Black man punched me. He didn't want to bring me home. He didn't want to bring me home. He drove the wrong way. Now he's punching me. Please send the police. Please send the police. Five Guys Uptown. Please send the police. I don't know who he is. He's an Uber driver and he punched me in the face for being a nigger! 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 Fucking hang your shit, bitch! He punched me in the face and he finishes driving. He's a nigger. Some black man assaulted me. I got out because he won't let me out. There's a black man that punched me and some 5 Guys Uptown. Please send the police. He's waiting. Please send the police for the black man that punched me. It is head to his neck. There is a Corolla something here. This something is a Prius. A silver Prius. And a nigger punched me. Silver. And a nigger punched me. Fucking black nigger punched me. Please send the police. A nigger punched me. We're right here. Please send the police. Please send the police.
Get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Please send the police.
Get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
The police are coming.
Get out of my neighborhood.
The police are coming. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Don't you ever fucking come. No, he punched me in the face. Please send the police. You deserved it. Please send the police. I don't. Why? There's 4 bums attacking me. Please send the police to Uptown. Police are coming.
Good.
All right, all right, man.
It's the
So
pimp at the end with the
yeah,
code.
a big white pimp coming in. Lady Hazel May, we see you. Don't get caught up in your feelings, girl. We see you. Right there. But listen.
The reason I can't stop. She's nigger.
Okay, so
punched me, then it turned to 5 men. Magic.
no. She was saying where she was at a Five Guys hamburger. You know Five Guys, the hamburger place. No. She's saying she's by this place called Five Guys. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound good for their business either. Wow. But that's not going to be a great ad campaign. But all right, so she, established herself early on as a Karen from the jump in the
Right.
Uber ride. Just the way she was talking to him and yada yada yada. And then it escalated, or she escalated it outside of the car.
Ripping the car up.
Tearing the car up, tearing up equipment, kicking the outside of the car, kicking the door. But all the meanwhile, and the main part I want to talk about is what I consider to be assault on up to attempted murder, or attempted assault with a deadly weapon, in purposefully using the police, or
the jackboots. I call them the jackboots now.
Well, she was attempting to call. She knew, and this is a case where it's clearly documented that she understands what she's doing. Right. She's making clear claims that were not true. He punched me in the face. The change of the voice, to sound like she's in some sort of distress.
Right. She turned from a horrible,
aggressive,
white hag to, oh my God, he punched me.
This damsel.
Yes. So she turned from Marjorie Taylor Greene to, no, she's pretty much Marjorie Taylor Greene. But I think that, I feel as the Uber driver should have, she's already said I punched her in the face. She already said I punched her in the face, so I might as well.
I feel like
she already said it, so give her a reason. Give her a reason to really be in distress.
That is
white cracker bitch, since you want to call people nigger and this dirty nigger gonna hang you up. All of the tropes that they use, this is the wild shit. All of the tropes they use from all the way back in the day, they still use right now. They still use that thought process of we're gonna hang you up, because that was a normal thing. Hanging black men for no fucking good reason other than, he looked at me. He read a book. He actually stood up as a man, as a human being. So fuck this bitch.
Yeah, incidents like these, you realize that like white people, there's all this talk of critical race theory and whitewashing of history. Well, that's what they actually do know their history. They understand it very well, to the point which in 2023, this woman understands, or even 2022, if it was last year, understands that she can use the police in this way. And, there's a historical context to that, and
right.
and it's being upheld to this day. So somehow, I don't know if they're sitting around campfires and here's how you use the police against niggers, right? Like, I don't know if they sit there like black parents have to sit their kids down and be like, here's how you don't get killed by white people. I don't know if white people are having the conversations like, here's how you can use the police and other resources to terrorize Negroes, right? I feel like they probably had these conversations with their kids. I don't know. But either way, they're very aware to this day of that history. It's their side of it, the side they want to remember.
Right.
The oppressive side that they understand they can still initiate. So, yeah.
Well, my attitude about it is always the same, and I agree with. I think it was Maya. I'm not sure if it was Maya that said it. I'm starting to hear that song. I think it's from the South. Beat that bitch with a bat. Beat that bitch with a bat.
Take that bitch to the motel. Beat that bitch with a bat. That's actually not as violent a song as it sounds. It's a metaphor for the dick. It goes, take that bitch to the motel and beat that bitch with a bat.
Oh, the bat. I meant
the bat is your penis.
No, I meant an actual.
No, I get it. I just didn't want the.
No, I just
people thought whoever wrote the song. I didn't want.
I meant an actual. I didn't mean a BAT. I meant a bat that flies because I don't want us to get flagged. Like just grab a bat. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of it. Up.
Sorry, I didn't put the banner up. But Damani Jones, I saw you just come in 10 push-ups, brother. But we appreciate you. No, we are talking about we just showed a whole long video of what AJ Fit, welcome to the building as well, calls a super Karen. She did have this extraordinary power. She flipped out in the Uber. Driver gets out,
damaged his property, actually.
Yeah, and then she proceeds to call the police or call 911 or whatever to try and get the police out, and starts screaming in the streets that a nigger punched her in the face, and she got attacked by a black man, and police said that a black man attacked me, and she totally put on the effect of being in distress or whatever when nothing had happened at all, and it's all on film. So we're just talking about that, Damani, and in terms of, I believe incidents like that, like the bird watcher incident where the woman called or was trying to call the police on the black dude who was watching birds. Those incidents should be like considered attempted murder, in my opinion.
Why?
Well, because she in part of the video we just showed today, she said they're gonna string your shit up. You know what I mean? So she's calling for a lynching. She's calling for a lynching. She understands that by saying that a black man was violent towards her, hello, Emmett Till, rest in peace, brother. Your legacy's still alive. But by claiming that violence by a black man against her, that the police were gonna come and fuck this dude up and potentially kill him.
The police never really have any kind of assessment. Like the police don't assess or de-escalate. They come in and go, he was moving, and he had a basketball, and he's blinking, and they go hard to paint with us without assessing the situation that maybe the snow heathen was at fault. Maybe it may be a opaque pussy bitch that actually was the one that caused the trouble. But I'm gonna tell you right now, as soon as she rips something off my car, I'll go, well, I'm gonna have to catch this case. Hands. I'm sorry. I'm not saying but this woman clearly, she clearly needed.
Yeah, I mean, it ultimately, and I never like to advocate that especially with a woman.
You sure
get into some shit like this?
Yeah. She needed a few.
No, but you got to understand it's all part of the trap, right? So the second you do actually get violent with her, now her call becomes legitimate, whether and even though it wasn't, initially. So you got to be careful in situations like this, black people. I know, and I can't even say that what I might necessarily do because no white person has ever called me a nigger, to my face.
Well, I'm high yellow as they come, and I've had multiple people. Hey, you fucking nigga, you, and I've had it happen to me, and I just
that sounds like the worst. That sounds like the worst university in the world. Welcome to nigga you, where your fucking dreams are smashed every fucking day, nigga. Nigga you.
The classes, of course, will be segregated. Everybody knows that. And
well, we don't have to segregate them. It's all niggas. Yeah.
But do you think that you don't? So you think violence is not the answer? Really?
It typically is not.
No, man. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Pedro, stop it. Listen, this woman. I got it. She
defense is one thing. Self-defense is one thing, but initiating violence in these situations that will not go well for you, black people. That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? Number one, she was the one threatening violence. She was being threatening. She was damaging property, and I'm allowed to protect my property. Now, if he'd have went over and put his arm in front of his car instead of her kicking a dent in the side of it, then I feel like I'm justified.
It's so. I'm like, do niggas sound that crunchy when they get broken? Like that shit was like.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, can a
All right,
911? Okay, well,
no, yeah, Damani Jones has a, you know, it might be onto something here, D Jones. Can 911 ask for camera mode to
Congrats.
see?
You just bought a.
Oop, there we go.
Oh, sorry.
Can
Okay.
911 ask for camera mode to see actually what's going on? Damn near every phone got a camera. Now, you know, camera mode or what? FaceTime. Can we start FaceTiming 911? Is that a thing? And then you know, maybe they could get some better assessment of the situation. Because that is a part of the chain that I often question is the 911 operators like, there's a guy outside my house. Well, is he trying to get in? Then what the fuck are you sending the police out there for? If this, yeah, dudes are supposed to be outside. Everybody's supposed to be outside your house if they're not in it. But you know, like, I have this theory that only black people should be allowed to be 911 operators. You know what I mean? Or at least in our own neighborhoods. Be like, yeah, he's outside your house. Doing what? Walking. Okay. Away from your house? Yeah. All right. Well, sound like you need to sit your nosy ass back down and go and fuck your fucking take your little sleeping pills and go night night.
Now we got the people in the feed are going bananas. White women tears have murdered more black men, but some of y'all still want that snow bunny. Okay, what is that supposed to mean, Maya Baker? And I know that's not directed to me because I ain't never been with a bunny.
Right.
You need to talk to that.
You know,
talk to this. This is the almond. You need to talk to almond man right here.
Hey, you know, first of all, you know, all white women, all black people, all it ain't no all or nothing, right? So there's some cool and some shitty people in all racial groups. That's just a fact. So, you know, I don't think I've ever fucked a white girl that would have a Negro strung up.
No, I disagree.
She had opportunity.
I disagree, but
my hobo ho is my whitest experience. So I was almost colonized, and you know, I was able to I was able to you know, fend off the enemy and reclaim my lands, but that doesn't happen in all these situations. But yeah, man, I think only black people should be allowed to be 911 operators because we're gonna get to the bottom of the shit before you.
You know what?
But I do like Damani's idea of maybe having some kind of visual contact since phones do have that. What if we could FaceTime 911?
And this is the same thing I said about grape victims. Pertaining to grape victims, if you accused a man of grape and you were found that you were lying, the time that man did, you should, as a woman, you should do that time. You should do that time because you took years off of that man's life because of a lie, because you probably fucked him and then realized you had regrets, and then afterwards you yelled rape. Great. Okay.
Well, if a woman testified in court that happened and it didn't, I mean, there's already perjury is already in the book. So
perjury is already in the book, but I think it should be automatic. You lied about somebody raping you, you should automatically. I think that when you lie like this and you wanted something like that to happen to them, you should be. It should be false. What is it called? It should be. I
mean, you're filing a false report. You're lying in court.
But that is the MO of Caucasoids. And this is not I don't want the whole show to be this way, but there's a clip that I want to show you where we like normal shit we want to do. This man was just trying to make money driving Uber. And it always turns into a possible life and death situation, or the cops are called and the cops are met. Look at this clip. It's not that long. And see how we can't even do basic shit.
You need a permit to be in this park if you don't live here. So if you don't live here, you have to leave unless you go.
So you telling us we can't be no visitors in our people's houses? So you can't call no. So we can't call friends that to come get on the park.
Nah, you can't in this park.
States that if you don't live in the township, you can't be here. And if anybody outside of the township wants to be on here, you have to have a permit for them to be here.
Where's it at?
Got the permit. You go to the township building to read it.
Well, can we get this coordinates?
You can. We just told you go up to the township building.
Where the township building?
Right over there.
The Brown Center?
Yes.
We can get it right now?
No, it's closed. Normal business hours.
I don't.
9 to 5.
So y'all saying we can't be visitors at our own community?
So we can't help build the community either.
No, we're telling you.
I know, but listen, we're just, we know what the ordinance is. I know, but because you don't know what the ordinance is, it's not our fault. So if we ask you for your ID and you don't live here, you have to leave. Otherwise, you're against the ordinance.
So I guess we trespassing. So you said we trespassing. So you said we trespassing.
They don't want to say that though.
We don't have to.
So are we trespassing?
And it is true. So if you feel like you're getting harassed right now, you can go and pick up the ordinance tomorrow, and then you can come to our station and file a complaint. But I'm telling you what the ordinance is. When you go tomorrow, pick up the ordinance, it's going to say that.
At all.
Okay? And then you're going to know we're telling you the truth. So it doesn't matter.
Right here, just to let y'all know. By the way, the brothers that was playing, the reason he kept saying, "Are we trespassing?" They fucking live there. 6 cop cars were called because they were playing basketball, not starting fights, not doing anything, just playing basketball. Some kids playing basketball, making noise playing basketball. 6 cop cars were called because obviously somebody was in a tizzy. That's what I call white people when they're afraid, tizzy. And they called them, and these cops were saying you have to go. You can't even be on a public, where they lived. Which, by the way, they lived there. And it's just like the kids that lived at the apartment complex that were in the swimming pool, and the white lady told them to leave. I think it's the same shit. The level of their privilege, and this white woman that you played the video for, it's just astounding.
Now, White T. Johnson says, I've had neighborhood patrol tell me that private neighborhoods don't allow non-residents. Now, I don't know if in this last clip that Shane just showed, if that was a private neighborhood.
No, it wasn't.
But what I heard the cop saying was they were claiming township sort of ordinances or whatever. So it sounded more like you niggas get out of our town or get out of our, city, or, y'all ain't from around here. More than this is, private, because I didn't hear them say anything about the court being private, just that because they weren't residences of the township, that they weren't allowed to be there. So I mean, but I agree with you, Whitey. I know there are communities that are walled off, gated, that don't allow non-residential access, to their, facilities and infrastructure. But in this case, from what I just saw and heard, it didn't seem to be that quite. It seemed to be more of, what the fuck are y'all doing in my town, nigga? Get out.
Yeah. And this was the town they live in. Just like there was a situation where the guy bullied a teenager and he said, "You're not allowed to walk around here." And he lived around the corner. And he was like, "Yeah, whatever. And go get your nigger friends and see what happens." And then it went viral and a bunch of niggas showed up at his house and it was like, "Yeah, what you say?" And they had to leave. They had to move, which I think is great. And wow.
There you go.
Wow. AJ,
he coming straight out of a blaxploitation movie. Anytime pigs confront you, ask for their business card so they can't deny it with the video proof. There you go.
Well, I think that no, cops don't care now. If you look at the brazen attitude when they know when they can cut off the which I think that shouldn't be able to ever cut off the body cam, but they can't cut off the body cam, or they cover the body cam, or they obstruct the body cam so they can do dirt. I just posted a thing about this. Cops, do your fucking job. Do your job. You have some pride in being a cop. And a real cop does the job. You don't put your racial bias in it or anything like that. And also, the woman
the racial bias is in the training now, dude.
Well, it's in the training. I know it's, because they were nigga catchers. That's basically what they were. But the bottom line is, with that woman too, I still think with her damaging his property, not only he should press charges, because she pretty much, didn't she rip something off the back of his chair? I think she. Yeah,
I think he had either some kind of video screen or a pay machine or whatever.
And she
on the back, and then she tore that up. She was kicking outside of the car, kicking
outside the car, kicking the inside of the car, and obviously the person that she's talking to, if it's the police, shouldn't they be able to discern that she's saying, "This nigger punched me in the face"? Soon
Yeah,
as she
that's-
says this nigger punched me in the face, shouldn't the cops be like, we're coming, but we
No.
think it's you?
No, but you know the it should be, but you know the operator is probably like, and about how tall is the nigger, and what is the nigger wearing?
Jordans.
And
Okay,
is
of
it a
course
dark
he is.
nigger or a light nigger?
It's a like, is he? Yeah.
Does a nigger have curly hair? I think they
Does
call
he
it
have a goatee?
fade.
He has a nose
Does
ring.
he have those
That's Shane.
dirty dreadlock things? The nigger.
So
Uh,
Shane is punching girls in the face again? Like, no, I never.
Oh, we back, son.
Yeah, no, I just.
Yeah. So you know, watch how we operate. We know about the Karens and the Kevins, but I'm proposing that they need to be put on trial for attempted murder when you do something blatant like this, where you know it's not just about getting fired or your reputation. You tried to get that black man killed.
I think
You
that-
tried to get him killed
Oh,
using
death
this
by
system.
cop. Death by
Fuck
cop.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And well, this would be murder by cop.
murder
You know what
by
I mean?
cop.
Like,
Well,
because death by cop is when you get, or suicide by cop is when
when
you
you
kind of
purposely
push
yeah.
their hand and make them shoot you. But
What would you have done in that situation, Pedro?
exactly what he did. I mean, you know,
you have the. You
I
have
mean,
the-
that's the right thing to do. That's what I hope I do. Is that, you know, that I just documented and you know and get it. And you know, I would be pushed. I would love to see these things actually become, you know, criminal, other than just filing a false police report or whatever. But you know, the idea of like me choking the shit out of a white woman in the public streets because she said a word, no matter how
No.
triggering that word is, right? Like, you know, that it's like legally you can't justify that.
Okay, well-
Like we all got to admit that, no matter how you feel emotionally, yes, she deserves it. I hope she fell down a drain that night and sewer alligators bit her titties off. You know what I mean? Like, I hope so many bad things for this woman, but the reality is, like I said earlier, it's a fucking trap. And the second that dude or me or you, Shane, lay hands on a person like that,
Well,
it's over, bro. You have no,
Okay,
there's
I'm
no
with
legal
Pedro.
defense for that.
Pedro has the patience of a shaman. He is just. I would have absolutely put hands on her. Absolutely, unequivocally. I might not have.
It's not gonna
socked
work
her
out
up.
for you.
I would have not. I might not have socked her up, but I definitely gave her a scoop body slam. It would have been, you know, the scoop body slam under the leg.
Man.
And I would have walked around her body like this. Like, that's what happened when you tell, lies about black people. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. And WDM Warrior says even the lady that admitted to trying to get cops to kill bird watcher guy in New York got off easy. They always get off easy. And I think it should be a law. Innocent until proven guilty doesn't apply. So if there's no video of me scoop body slamming her, giving her 2 scoops of raisins, get there. You know, giving her that, you know, no, man, she deserved every bit of that slappy dappy. She really was a horrible human being. She was acting horrible from get-go. And sometimes there's consequences. You know what? There's ramifications, repercussions for fucking with my cornbread.
Cornbread.
I just think that I don't want y'all to think, well, you're a woman beater. No, but she wasn't no woman. She was a slug. She was a horrible human being. If she could have had that happen where she had the cops come kill that dude or come rolling up on him and hurt him, and even though he hadn't done anything and he was patient and trying to be cool, she wouldn't give a fuck. So why do we?
She would have been happy.
Right, Pedro. Why do we always? Now I'm saying this is pertaining to women and men. I've seen a couple videos, and I'm not condoning watching these, but I did, where women were socking the shit out of men, and the man stands there, takes it. One dude tried to run, she chases it, takes it. What's the line where I'm allowed to retaliate, where you're hurting my flesh with your fucking knuckles?
Oh, well, if somebody wants to
woman or
get
man?
physical with you, you know, that changes it. But her screaming nigger, calling you nigger, like it's not gonna work out for us. AJ Fit though has a possible scenario. If I was a passerby, I would have slapped the Karen, but not if I'm the Uber driver. So, you know, AJ Fit, he's a fit guy out for an evening jog, sees a super Karen, you know, he's done to the rescue. Just don't get, cover up your face and all that, AJ. I know you still mask up a lot probably too. So
No,
just make sure they can't identify you. And then, yeah, get a run by slapping might be.
I would have had to give her 2 scoops. She could have 2 scoops, man.
I'm thinking about that
2
one.
scoops. I'm saying, man, come on, man. Come on, man.
All right.
She was trying to
All right,
get me killed. That's like you said, attempted murder. I'm not allowed to protect my life from attempted murder, but you're gonna call these racist ass cops that are automatically gonna take your side. And if there wasn't no cameras, scoop, 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 scoop.
Scribbity bip boop. All right, man. We're gonna keep it moving. Speaking of getting slapped in the mouth, man.
Wow, good segue. Yo, hold on.
Speaking of getting slapped with that bullshit, man. If a car dealership ever did this to me, I'd definitely be like,
motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Well,
when a contract is not a contract. Let me just show you this quick, and this is a quicker
that's what
clip.
I accidentally hit. Go ahead, hit it.
Oh yeah. So I think it's right here.
Congrats, you just bought a car. Or at least that's what you think.
Hello? Oh, honey, it's the dealership. You want us to bring the car back?
You may have just signed a yo-yo car sale, where a dealership promises you a certain deal before knowing they can actually give it to you. And if that doesn't work out, they can ask you to come back and sign new paperwork, sometimes pricier. And if you don't do that... My colleague Chris Arnold spoke to a family who had their new car repossessed after they wouldn't go back to the dealership to sign a new contract.
I was kind of confused. I thought this was a legally binding contract. We've had this vehicle at home.
And the dealership already sold the family's trade-in vehicle. In another case, when a buyer didn't return the car right away, the dealership had the car reported stolen, and the man spent 2 days in jail, even though he had the paperwork to prove he bought the car. Tougher laws can make a difference. Maryland passed a law that says a dealership only has 4 days to go back on a deal, and they can't sell your trade-in before that. Complaints to the state about yo-yo deals fell by more than half after that. 18 state attorneys general are encouraging the FTC to crack down on yo-yo car sales. So hopefully, no matter what state you're in, you won't be stuck without a ride.
Wow. So that was from NPR, and there's a little clip I came across, and that really hit me because I'm like,
that happened to me.
bullshit.
That happened to me.
What?
That absolutely happened to me. When I had my silver Honda truck, I traded it in for a Mitsubishi Montero. I had a black Mitsubishi Montero, and they tried that slick shit with, hey, you got to bring the car back in. I'm like, what? I gave you the down. You got my truck. You got to think. And then they wanted me to come back in and get another one that was more expensive. And luckily, in my situation, they hadn't sold my truck. I'm like, yeah. And I actually said this, which I don't trust. Yeah, I do stuff like this. I was like, you need to give me my fucking truck back. And I threw the keys on the table, like, fuck out of here, man. I ain't buying no extra shit. You didn't do all that. And the paper was null and void. Give me my fucking truck. And they pulled my truck around, and they were already starting to do shit on my truck. And I drove the fuck away, went to another dealer, and ended up getting another car. But that's weird to show that absolutely happened to me. That trickery, that slick shit. And then to put the dude in jail for 2 days and say the car was stolen, how come he didn't sue the shit out of them and own that fucking car dealership and then burn that bitch to the ground?
I'm like, just the fact that it has a name, a yo-yo contract, which obviously is a reference to the toy, but my first instinct is like, you call me with that shit, I'm like, yo, fuck you talking about, son? What kind of contract is this? Yo. WDMA says that's why I pay cash for my cars. Amen, brother. I don't really believe in buying brand new cars anyways. Like, they depreciate so much in value. You could get 2 or 3 year old model, and not a lot has changed depending on the car and what's going on that year. But yeah, man, you definitely want to watch these contracts, and if that's out there. I don't know if you guys are out there shopping right now, but that's one of those where I was like, okay, so we're gonna have to.
I think that when you see situations like this, and the fact that they get away with this, and there's a lot of them get away with this, especially putting a dude in jail saying the car was stolen, that was just some horrible shit. And then, the fact that they say you got to bring the car back in. What they did with me was like, hey, something didn't work out with the paperwork, and you got to bring the car back in. So I'm thinking, no, I filled out everything, and I wasn't going to do it at first. But then when they said, well, we got something else for you that's better, I'm thinking, oh, it's within the same thing, just trade out the one I got. Nope, they were saying they wanted me to
spend more money.
And that's what it was funny because everybody in the office stopped walking because I slammed the keys on his desk. I threw the keys on his desk, and it made a louder noise than I anticipated. Like, and it didn't make that noise, but it was close. And then everybody in the office went like.
And then somebody picked up the phone and was like, a nigger punched us in the face.
He's
punching everybody in the face. Stop the nigger. But watch these auto contracts, man. They, if the used car salesman already had a bad rap, but to hear this shit, and the one that fucked me up is like, jail, that's fucked up. But the idea that they would sell you a car, then tell you to bring it back because they can't sell it to you at that price, and then to say that, oh, they already sold your car though.
Oh.
Your original car or whatever.
They didn't sell my Honda.
But then I'd be like, well, go renege on that contract then and give me my shit back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you your shit back till you give me my shit back. Motherfucker, it's called a trade-in. Nigga, you don't trade something and snatch what you traded back and then keep both things. Like, nigga, that's just called theft, nigga.
What are we, children? You get punched in the face. Oh,
You'd be like, all right, same time. Same time. You know what I mean? Like, that's because niggas don't trust each other in these deals, man. And when you do that shit, man.
But see, when you do that, I wonder what do you do? Is that something that's basically, is that theft?
I mean, I don't know if they stipulate how you have to return it, but I can just imagine myself on the phone like, oh, you want your car back, do you? They're like, yes, sir, by the end of the day. Don't worry, it's on its way now. Boop. And then you just hear, and that shit comes flying through the window like from like just and tears up the whole fucking, like I put a brick and I tied the steering wheel and just set that motherfucker in there. Like, yeah,
it's about this, didn't you?
Well, that just hit me. That's from my heart, inspiration.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying, but it seems like a plan that you on some Roadhouse shit. Like you put the knife in the fucking in the accelerator and just I just think that, is there anything that happens to these people? Do they like, do the car dealer get charged with something?
What I mean is, in the piece you mentioned that some states are making moves to make these contracts illegal, but it sounds like they exist and have existed for a while because and legally within these states, but it is morally obviously fucked up. AJ Fit says, and this is a big flex, by the way, ladies. This is for y'all. If you didn't see the muscles, he's like, if Mercedes Benz, that is, pull that on me, I would be watching this from a prison cell with the down payment I put down on my, get this, ladies, GT63S. Okay, that's an AMG kit on there. Okay,
I don't even know what that is.
Of course, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what that is. AJ Fit is balling both in the gym and in these streets. That was just a flex, nigga. I know what you did. It's okay.
I'm telling you.
Well, guess what? My 8-year-old Audi, she might actually, as soon as I wash her, she gonna be shining again. Okay, so don't trip. You ain't the only one in these streets with them Germans.
Grown folk rich car. Like Pedro does.
Yeah, no, that's
I have a car for getaways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if that happened to me, man.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh?
That's what's happening when I come back to the car dealer. Everybody getting it. Everybody getting it.
BD Bati. All right, man. We're gonna keep it pushing. I actually think my headphones are about to die. One of them.
Oh, really?
Died. Yeah. I'm down to just my left ear now. Oh, shit. Might as well just take this out. All right, but check this out, man. We're gonna keep it pushing, man. And as we do, I'm gonna do a little something like a Arish.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oops, I hit the wrong one.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
So your Pedro Poppin is a motherfucker say what?
No, motherfucker say what is a Pedro
I was
Poppin.
like, wait a minute, what's going on? Am I lost? Alternate universe, Ant-Man.
Yeah, this timelines have collided.
Yep.
All right, man. This is just a real quickie, but it has been released. You know, as a part of all of these investigations that are going around Trump and the election lies, that, you know, through subpoenaed documents and captured texts between Fox News anchors such as Tucker Carlson, such as Laura Ingraham, such as Sean Hannity. You know, it's been exposed now that, and we already knew this, but it's now documented, right, and in public record that, you know, you had Carlson Tucker saying things like he had just caught Sidney Powell in a lie and knows she's lying. I mean, essentially, they all just said that, like Laura Ingraham said, yes, Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani are loonies. Nobody wants to work with them. And both Hannity and fucker Carlson, you know, admitted that they know the Trump administration is lying, and then they're like, fucker Carlson even went so far as to say, like, our viewers are good people and they've been lied to. And then the motherfucker went on TV and did all the fuckery that we've seen over the past 3 years, right? So it, you know, I just wanted to, you know, put it, you know, celebrate that at least that's on the record. Whether the dipshits who watch that news channel or not are ever going to pay attention to that, you know, I doubt if fucker Carlson is doing a report on how fuckery he is. But
wait a minute. Are you telling me Fox News is full of shit?
They lie. Yeah. But, you know, this is sorry. This is like, it's one thing to just like lie about it because you maybe you believe it or you have some, but to know that the big lie is a lie, and then to go on TV and say the things they said about it, you know, calling for investigations and, you know, recounts and things like that, and you know, totally feeding into the notion that some election fraud occurred when they know it didn't, is more than a lie. It's manipulation, right? It's participation in the manipulation of a good percentage of the electorate that is uneducated, easily influenced, and violent at the end of the day.
No.
And, you know, so, you know, this goes beyond lying. They're part of a tactical machine that is trying to stir up these orc monkey cracker whores to climb walls and shit on desks and pee in buckets and try and vote on some shit then, you know what I mean? Let's take over the government and start government. And yeah. So it's documented now. Like I said, we all know, but that's it. That's your pop in for today, man, is that, you know, it is on the books, on the record now that these hosts and anchors were talking to each other about knowing that the big lie is a lie, and then going on TV.
Well, let me ask you this.
And contributing to it.
Yeah. Well, no, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
I think they did know they were lying. I mean, I think that.
No. That's what it's proven now in these texts.
I'm talking about their followers.
The viewers.
The viewers.
No. The real MAGA one, they're dummies.
No,
real.
I think
like they know they're listening to Tucker fucker Carlson, and they believed, you know, for a long time, for far too long. I don't know how many have come around, but for far too long, they were being told what they want. You know, tell them what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? They were being told what they wanted to hear, and they believed it. They believe that. You know, there are people out there who are like, I don't know nobody who voted for Joe Biden. You know, you live in a town of 400 people. It's like, well, shut the fuck up, man. Like, that's not significant. You know what I mean?
No,
so, but they believe that. They're like, nobody I know has voted for him, so how could he have won? It's like, they don't even know how to think. So they were more than willing to soak up fucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, and Sean Hannity's donkey piss news reports.
I think that this graphic that I'm showing right now is absolutely them. They lapped it up. They knew it was toilet water and they drank it down deep. And I don't think that they were like, oh, I was fooled. I was bamboozled. I've been led astray. No, they fucking knew, man. I think they knew. I mean, Fox News has always been full of shit, and I just feel like I'm not surprised. Are you surprised by that?
Oh no. That's what I said. I said it's one thing though to be like, oh, these motherfuckers are lying, and then to have on public record now their text messages between each other that prove that. You know what I mean? It's validation. Again, it's public record. And for anybody on the right and conservative, or anybody in that audience base who really wants to open their eyes, there is this reflection there now. There is this something for them to see. But a lot of these people are in this place that I don't believe nothing that comes from this administration or any part of the government. They stole my daddy's land back in the day, and it's like, okay, man.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So, but for those who do want to turn their get their heads out of their ass or whatever, there is this documentation now that
So what is
Tucker
the
Carlson is the most listened to guy on that network, right? Like, he is very, very popular, has a huge base, and he lied to them. He's been lying to them about something that he knows is a lie. He's pushing something that he knows is a lie.
He's pushing
to all of these
propaganda.
people.
It's the propaganda machine.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
let me ask you this, okay? One, the fact that they know they were lying, the fact that they were pushing obvious, fuckery, and they're being sued. Fox News is being sued by
Dominion.
Dominion is actually going up in their ass, and that getting overturned where Dominion is allowed to sue them, even though it's for like $1 billion.
No, they're gonna lose like shit too.
Fox
is gonna lose.
Fox is gonna lose. What you think that this is gonna be more ammo for Dominion to show that their narrative, not only about their machines, was bullshit, but
absolutely
their whole agenda is bullshit. And then the other aspect of it is, will the DOJ use this against not only the Trump organization, but use it against
Fox News?
Fox News, because some of the people that are on Fox News are getting, subpoenaed.
Maybe there's some argument for a conspiracy to,
right. That's what I mean.
I don't know, confuse the public or,
Well, no, I think that it was
disseminate false information
between Trump's organization, between Trump organization, Fox News, Newsmax. I think that they should be held accountable too, because the bottom line is that if you all, it was all a conspiracy together. It wasn't like one rogue person went, like Giuliani went nuts and he took his drippy face and kept. No, it was everybody. And I think that Fox News should be held accountable. And because you can't hold the fucking voting public accountable. Those 36% of cunts, you can't really get on their ass. But I just think that they should be held accountable. This should be more ammo. And if the DOJ, what's that soft motherfucker's name, man? What is his name again? What is that yogurty ass nigga?
Merrick Garland.
Yeah, that yogurty ass. Yeah, I was trying to catch the name. It's Merrick Garland. If that motherfucker don't step up, I know you say the justice, you got legal. Man, how much shit did they have to let these motherfuckers get away with? Even in the hearings, they said that actually the right wing and the Republicans were given more leeway than the Democrats pertaining to social media. And Twitter said, no, we was actually giving them a break. Why did Merrick Garland wait 9 months before they rolled in to Mar-a-Lago and grab their shit? I'm sick of this shit, man. And Merrick Garland, you better step up and indict some motherfuckers. I mean,
also, isn't there false advertisement or something? I mean, like, literally, if you call yourself news, Fox News, and then you have several of your anchors who are knowingly spreading stuff that isn't news, that isn't factual, that isn't truthful. I mean, there's got to be some sort of, if they want to call themselves Fox Fake News or Fox News Jokes or Fox News Entertainment, you know what I mean? but you can't call yourself news and then knowingly be spreading lies.
Pedro, I'm confused. I'm what?
What is news? I mean, I've never heard any. Have you?
I don't know what
You never seen news? I mean, have you seen news? What does it taste like? Does it have a what color is news?
I mean,
news. Does it smell like something? I mean, what is news? Is it things that people actually have at their house, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be false advertisement. If I'm selling you something and I'm selling you, hey Pedro, I got this really cool trike I'm going to sell you, and you get over there and it's not a trike, it's a skateboard. That's false advertisement, and shouldn't I be liable for that?
And you've already taken my money.
Right. So don't you think that there should be some kind of libel, not only for Fox News? I mean, and Tucker Carlson, because he knows he's lying, shouldn't he get something?
Well, and that's what the Dominion case is about, right? And it, they were blatant against that specific entity, but I think, and you ask if Dominion could use this, and I'm like,
I think so.
Yeah, and I absolutely think they should, and I'm pretty sure they are. It is just like proof that, it's not that even that the news network was misled. It's that they knowingly, with not just Dominion, but the Big Lie itself in general, they were knowingly spreading, misinformation. They did it knowingly, bro. Like
yeah.
They know they were lying. They know they were talking about a lie, and then they went out and told people to pay attention to the lie.
Right, and then you get some.
JJ said,
Breezy
said they're storytelling, they're not spreading news.
Right, and that you got to think unstable people, just like the guy that wanted to go with the ban and had the guns and wanted to kill all the Democrats. If you got somebody unstable, they buy right into that shit, and then they think, well, I'm doing it for the president. I'm doing it because the president said, just like the Proud Boys said, well, he told us to stand back and stand by. So we got to be ready. We got to be ready to go up to the Capitol and do some fuckery. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think that right now it makes me I'm having a hard time believing in anything's going to get better, because they just seem to get worse and worse and worse. Savage AF, I want to let y'all know something. Right now, we need y'all to do us a couple favors. We said at the beginning of the show, we'll send it towards the end. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you see it scrolling. Yeah, where am I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Which way? Yeah. It's scrolling. It's scrolling right there. When you get to our YouTube channel, you got to do the little thing for you, the alerts, because if you do the little thing for the alerts, then all of a sudden you know what you're alerted of. Well, also, you know what I forgot to tell you in the beginning of the show? Got to give us some ratings. Algorithm ain't an algorithm. You can't algorithm. Is that a word? Algorithm.
Algorithm rhythm.
Yeah. You can't algorithm unless you give us some of these. Thumbs up, and give us some thumbs up for that. I need you to. I'm gonna set this up, but I'm gonna need you to jump in on this. My Shangri today is something that I've noticed that has been happening more and more, and I want Black people to stand up. And in fact, I want Black people to stand up and stand by. Right. Boom. All right. Reason I say, I'm glad you caught that. Race rules everything around us. Dollar bill, y'all. I think that we are being taken for a ride when it comes to not only our land, but everything else. There was an article in the New York Times opinion where Black people's land was stolen consistently. If you look at the situation with Bruce's Beach that just happened, where they got some of the money back, but it wasn't even the amount it should have been, because we always get lowballed, and then after you get lowballed. But bottom line is, that's what's happening in the world right now. A lot of Black people don't realize what's being stolen from us. Not only when you look at the entertainment business, which we're in, motherfuckers is constantly lowballing, taking money, and set asides and stuff like that. But right now, it's all about the money. It is not. It is about making sure that they milk Black people out of their money. And you know what it's based on? And I want y'all to know something. It's based on them basically emulating us. I don't know if you know that or not, but a lot of the shit they do is called the double standard. It's a very good article. The double standards, I read on the toilet a lot. Sorry. The double standards of cultural appropriation. They are totally, constantly, culturally appropriating everything. Do you know there's a white Pedro touring, doing shows right now?
Yeah.
They know they saw Black Pedro. They know they, yeah, that's
Pete Holmes.
Pete
He's
Holmes.
a white Pedro.
He's a white Pedro. you went there. Yeah, you
White
did.
Peter.
But it's always that. And then when we do get some shit, I want to show you this real quick. When we do get some shit, they get upset about it. When we do have a leading Black character. And this was something that I thought was Bodega. Is it Boyega? I can't always say his name right.
Congrats, you just bought a car.
Grabbed the wrong one.
They're trying to pinpoint a girl for being a mermaid in the Caribbean. You lot accepted that the crab was Jamaican or whatever that accent was that they put in the animated, but the girl can't even have dreads.
We can't have anything. And if we do have something, end of the day, even though that's a Black mermaid, you know who wins? Disney. Because Black people with our sucker ass will go out and see that fucking motherfucking movie. Oh, punk ass.
But then you get caught between. But then then if you don't go support the Black mermaid, then Black people don't get to swim for the next 200 years in a movie.
Right. And then the crab guys go back to Jamaica. He gets deported.
You fuck up the whole job, man.
It's a bullshit under the sea.
Girl, a fuck clot.
Under the sea.
Grass clot for what?
Blood clot. I'm just telling you right now, I think that that's the case. And it all comes down to race. And there was another thing, I forgot to put the clip in and it kind of pixelated. It just shows consistently how we are stuck between a rock and a hard place. We got to deal, like me and Pedro got to deal with the quote unquote white comedy clubs because of the quality of the comedy clubs, because they get set asides and funding. The Laugh Factory is seen as, we can't tear it down and can't buy it out because, it's a landmark. It's an icon. It's a landmark. And the Comedy Store, it's a landmark. So they got all these different things. And then when we have a Black business, the Black business has to jump through so many flaming hoops just to succeed. It's hard for them to stay open. I know in our business, 4 Black comedy clubs have all closed.
And then they run a fucking railroad through your kitchen.
Right. And then they built, it's like, remember that used to be a Black comedy club? Look at that now. It's, it's a motorbike thing.
Unicycle shop.
It's like, so right now, I think that we have to, when I said stand back and stand by, stop selling your shit once you own it. I know it's tough. I was mad at BET for selling BET. Keep BET. Stay it as a Black organization.
Robert Johnson, he didn't give a shit about none of that.
He didn't give a shit about none of that. But I'm saying to anybody in the feed, if you do get in the position of power, keep that position of power and don't sell it out, because that's what's happening. And then we got no say. And right now, they said the Black mermaid, there's 2 other, they're going to put they already did a Black Cinderella, right? But and this is my thing. He don't agree with me. But they had to make everybody around them either trans or gay, which I'm like, and they were Black, trans, and gay. Why couldn't it just be a Black Cinderella, a Black Prince Charming, and they love each other and they're trying to get to each other in the shoes? The same story with Black characters. Never can be that. It's always got to be somebody like, oh, girl, put on the slipper. I mean, I'm just, it was just
wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it was. It was a little bit much. I don't mind if you are trans or gay. I'm saying there's like, where was the strong Black lead general? Because they had a strong lead white general in that movie. Because I watched it with Xavier when he was little, and he was like, "This is it." Like, wow, when my son go, "This is bullshit." Put on Blade. Yes, it was like his mother doesn't like him talking like that, but still, I'm saying, yeah, why can't we just have it be a dude? There are heterosexuals that can be the lead. You can have a gay character that's a side piece, but you don't gotta have that. It's just like there's always some kind of diminishing of our masculinity.
Well, you gotta. Well, all right. You got. I would say be careful with that because now
It slipped into something else. And interpreted, yeah. That I'm anti-gay. I'm not anti-gay. I'm
or
anti
that
everything.
like putting gay in there diminishes anything. It's like
I like where you're going with that. No, does it diminish it? No, but sometimes, like I'll give you, there's a show called The Last of Us on HBO Max, based off of a video game. And there was 2 shows that were about a gay couple that found each other, obviously entered the world, and a gay man and man found each other. And a lot of people complaining because it looked like it was shoehorned into the story. When it's shoehorned into the story, I go, no, that's obvious. That's an agenda thing. But when it's a natural progression of, oh, okay, there's 2 gay characters, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't even
think
think
shoehorned. It just seems shoehorned.
That arc though wasn't about. That's not about. It wasn't about them being gay.
What was it about? You saw it?
Yeah. It's about the main character, Pedro Pascal's character, Joe, linking up with somebody who was a prepper like him, who was a survivor like him, who had that muscle and
I understand. But there was the whole show was about the love story.
Because then they end up going back to that place later.
I know, but
it was set up for the story. It wasn't like
I watched it. I liked it. I liked it. I liked the fact they grew old. The gay couple grew old together. I thought that was dope. But at the same time, I'm telling you, tons of people complaining because people that followed the story of the show, of the actual game and the book, were saying that was shoehorned in there. There was no reason to put that in there that way.
No.
And it was a lot of him.
I never played the video game. I never played the video game.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, okay, I'll tell you right. But I mean, I jumped.
Well, listen, if they're flipping out about that, WDMA says just wait till they come out with the Black Superman, which is in the works. So I heard.
But it's in the works. But they got a lot of backlash. You got to understand, people picketed Black Panther. They picketed Black Panther. There was people that were threatening to blow up theaters that played Black Panther. I'm talking about the first one, not the second one. Because the second one, I think they should have blew up the theaters because that shit was garbage. But I'm sorry, it's fucked up. I'm messing around, man. No, but it wasn't good. No, let's keep it real. It wasn't as good.
I enjoyed it.
You like the second one?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're obviously
for the blue Mexicans just beat the shit out of all the black people.
I don't think that's what happened. I mean,
they kind of did. They kind of did. They kind of Namor or Child Without Love.
Neymar.
No, they said Namor. Whatever the fuck.
But I mean, she bested him in the end, so it was.
Yeah, she bested him in the end, but I'm just telling you, it just seemed like they was getting their ass kicked consistently, and all this technology, and they couldn't take these blue motherfuckers. Come on. And the little robot girl, what's her name? The little black girl that was
hold on.
She was horrible, and she looked like a Power Ranger. That one.
Blue motherfuckers. Hold on, the blue motherfuckers have as much vibranium as Wakanda does, right? And so it wasn't that they were just some primitive civilization that had.
No, I didn't think that.
No, but I'm saying so. Like it was like it was a test of Wakanda. They were for the first time encountering a society, that could jeopardize them. So I mean, what are you gonna do? Watch black people go around and kick the world's ass? That ain't gonna happen.
But no,
that's how we get killed in real life.
That's when Angela Bassett rolled in and said, "We're gonna give you a break and we're gonna give you your men back, but next time you're gonna have consequences." And I don't want to see a Black Pedro movie, because there is going to be a Black Pedro movie. By the way, I'll be one of the assistant directors on it. When the Black Pedro movie comes out, the whole Black Pedro movie, that you're getting your ass kicked. and then the last 2 minutes you start crying, and then all of a sudden the dude slips on a banana and you win. He hits his head. No, fuck that. I don't want that. If I go see a Black Panther movie, I want to see some Black Panther shit. Not a person like, oh, I don't know if I want to be the Black Panther. I'm not sure. Should I do it? I don't know. Get that fucking suit on and get some damage done. Let's throw some hands, bitches. No, I know. They didn't throw enough hands. And the one little robot girl was horrible. She looked like a Power Ranger. It was stupid with the shoulder pads. It was garbage. I'm sorry.
It was a lot of Iron Man. There was a lot of Iron Man in that, but
there was a lot. I jumped the shark.
In that part of that story, but I mean,
I didn't. I still like the movie.
Namor was cool. I mean, Namor was kind of cool. I mean, he was a badass.
He was a badass.
He was
but
a badass.
I understand that, but he just came off like just a little bit too powerful and minimized everybody in Wakanda. And the reason that I'm a chauvinist is because I was sitting there going, so there ain't no black male warriors that can do nothing? Y'all all just suck? All of y'all? Not one? I understand. I love the female warriors. They were dope, but there's not one man. All the man is weak bitches.
I think AJ Fit makes a good point here. The blue people they had, and what up though, Brian Pryor? I see you. The blue people they had strength, right? Like they'd all taken the plant and everything, but not every Wakandan has. So Wakandans were getting their ass kicked because they're just people, right? So Wakanda was at a disadvantage and they needed the Black Panther back. That was the whole. That's what the storyline was. That's what they were.
Well, okay. Well, all right. Before we get up out of here, I'm sorry I jumped the shark. I just did that. I do that sometimes just to be fuck around. But yeah. But I'm not taking back that. I thought Black Panther 2 was minimal at best. It was minimal at best. And some of the CGI was garbage. It would look bad. It was dark. A lot of scenes were super dark. Couldn't hardly see shit. It was just really not done as well as the first one. I'm sorry. And if it was a female new Black Panther, if anybody, it should have been the bald head warrior chick. Because that bitch, she did work. Now,
it's also a royal mantle.
I know, but I'm just saying, but it's all made up. Just like I mean, I loved her. She did work. She fucked people up.
Now, Lady Hazel May says Lois Lane will be played by a mixed exotic female like Too Short likes. He likes females that are half black and then like Filipina and Mexican or black and Korean. Too Short. Well, Lady Hazel May, what is Too Short?
I don't know what the hell.
Motherfucking pimp. Okay, so this nigga is just taking the best product of the streets and putting them together into one package and then putting that bitch back out there. Okay,
it's just like you mix peanut butter with jelly, and then you got jelly.
Yeah, don't take that personally, Lady Hazel May.
All right, no, so I'm messing around, and I am looking forward to seeing The Flash. I just saw the trailer. I was like, damn, that looked good as fuck.
Well, Brian Pryor agrees with you. He wasn't impressed with Wakanda and didn't like. I'm about to sneeze. He didn't like Iron Girl. All right, I fought it off. Hey,
well, yeah, man, you all right, man? Because I was around you. We was at the show last night, man. You've been sneezing and coughing a lot, nigga.
But yeah, so it didn't seem to strike people as and I think ultimately people just miss Chadwick Boseman, and it's hard for a lot of people to accept something else.
I don't know why they didn't just recast him, but aside from that, they could have recast him with somebody else that was dope. Chadwick Boseman knew he was dying and said, "Recast me." But hey, I still supported it. I still saw it. I didn't see what's the one that somebody's said, my brother says real good, Warrior King or
Woman King.
Woman King. Somebody he told me that's really good.
That's really good. Man.
Okay, so that's something I'm gonna have to watch. But aside from that, I want everybody to know I'm not anti-gay. I'm just anti where you slam dunk it into a story that is not existing, or where they take female characters and make them just like a male character and make it a female character. No, just make a dope ass new female character. Have some creativity. Hollywood's full of shit. Just have some creativity. Make a dope new female character. Period. Don't make, hey, this is the female Thor. No, just make a dope ass female character that got powers.
And spoiler alert, WDMA does point out that there is a new T'Challa coming. So T'Challa still exists.
Yeah, the son.
Young Toussaint. So, we'll see where they go with that.
We'll see where they go with that. But aside from that, we turned it into a movie review show. Listen.
Yeah, we're out of here.
No, I was just fucking around. But no, Savage AF, make sure you check us out Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And thank y'all for watching the show when we're on here. Thank y'all for sharing it. Make our numbers go up because that seems to be the only thing that you're judged by. And we can't even make no loot off of this shit unless we get to 10,000 rock and roll goddamn followers. And we need y'all to do that for us. I don't think I'm out of line.
We're well on our way. We're only 10,000 away, guys. So
that's it. If we're only we got a little bit more than that. Chill out, man. Don't do that, bro. And we'll see you then. But I wanted to let y'all know if you get a chance, you happen to like come see live comedy. I will be at the Comedy Chateau tonight at 7:30, and is today the 17th? Yeah, and I'll also be there the 25th. But I'll be there at 7:30 tonight. I'll probably go on around 10:45. No, but I'll be here at 7:30 at the Comedy Chateau. Is in North Hollywood, and if you get a chance, I'll be at the Nightcap. I'll be at the Nightcap slicing up these jokes.
You look like a hobo samurai. Give me some change.
I'll catch you. A hobo samurai.
Nigga, like if a samurai got on your bus, what would you do?
What would you do? So I'll be there at the Nightcap telling some jokes. I'm gonna be filming some stuff off some Riff New material. So make sure you come check it out if you get a chance. Yeah, a hobo samurai. But give me some change or die. Or die.
You got a cigarette I can spare.
I'm sorry, that killed me. All right, y'all. Man, my face hurts. See my graphic skills. Yeah, he making.
No, that's.
I be making graphics, bro. No, but yeah, make sure you check me out live if you get a chance, and then I'll be in Vegas the 27th through March 5th. I'll be in Vegas at the Strat. No, the LA Comedy Club in the Strat.
In the Strat in Vegas.
I'll be there for 7
shows.
On
the strip, in the club, on the Dub.
Yeah, in the Dub. Yeah, I'll be looking like Jack Sparrow. You know what?
No, Black Jack Sparrow.
Black Jack. I actually did want a Jack Sparrow too. So I actually back in the day I did that. So nice. I always pick whatever I think is popular. There's a new movie called that they did called 12 Samurai, and they're remaking it.
That's it, bro.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Have a good weekend, man. Stay black if you are. Don't be black if you're not. Keep your finger out your goddamn nose.
That's how you do that shit. Boom, boom, boom.